Garmin Nuvi 2497 LMT. Well, what makes this one special? Interestingly enough, it is its rarity that makes this thing kind of special. When it comes to Garmin 4.3-inch screen models, I can get anything, and so could you. No problem. You can go through a list of every 4.3-inch model ever made for North America and get it, except this one. This one, for whatever reason, and I don't know why, is unobtainium. It really is. Nobody has this on eBay, not a soul. In fact, when I looked this up on eBay via sold listings, the last one I saw sold for $29.99, and it was really beat up. So to have one of these not beat up, this one is in actually nice condition. I'm fortunate to have it. Now, is this the 2597 LMT just in a 4.3-inch size? Yes. Yes, it is. But there's a little more to this. This was the last hurrah of sorts for the 4.3-inch for North America. Now, in Europe, they got the 4.3-inch for a while longer. I mentioned this on my community page. They got the Drive 40 with traffic, which is cool. I wish they would have had that here in the States. Never happened. This was the end of the line for an advanced 4.3-inch model. And when I say advanced, oh yes, we got traffic. Yes, we do. I can go into apps and traffic, and I can get all my reports. Yeah, it's all there. Oh, and just like on the 2597, I can do this and this. And if I want to go and, I don't know, I'll just pick this right here and go add. If I want to change that to a shaping point, sure. Yes. The 2497 does in fact do all that. Now, does this have a screen as good as the Nuvi 40? No. The Nuvi 40 screen is brighter, it has bigger fonts, and so on, but this one has all the toys, or at least all the toys of the time. I think this even has Bluetooth in it. Let me check. Yeah, there it is. I can enable Bluetooth on this sucker. It is the 2597 in a 4.3-inch size. And you do get the little up ahead things like this, so I can see the restaurants, and I can configure it if I want. I can change the order if I want. Now, it doesn't have an on-screen turns list, but I get the turns this way if I want to. No big deal. Oh, and I like that in this particular series. Yeah, I blew by that. They actually will show the traffic within the turns list. I mean, the newer models do that too, but it's nice that it's here in this one. But it just gets me though. It's like, why is this thing so rare? I don't get it. I honestly don't get it. Maybe, let me just move this over a little bit. There we go. Maybe it was because this thing just happened to be really expensive at the time it sold new for a 4.3-inch. That's probably the reason why. Well, actually, that's the first reason. I don't think anyone could justify spending, I don't know what the retail price was. I'm sure it must have been at least $250, if not $300. And I don't think people really could justify that cost for a smaller model like this, even though it had the exact same capability as the 2597 LMT. And speaking on that point, The 2597 was one of the first GPSs that was used by rental car companies. Like if you go on eBay and search for 2597, you will see tons of them. They are everywhere. You can get a 2597 LMT all day, no problem. I've even seen them complete bundles with beanbag mount, suction mount, updated, all of it, everything for anywhere from 35 to 50 bucks. I mean, a complete bundle. Some of them even still come in the box and the manual and everything. It's crazy. Yeah, 2597. Oh, you could do worse. You could do worse because that thing, yeah, no problem. But again, not this guy. Not this guy. This is the one that is just everyone gave it a miss. I feel fortunate to actually have it because most of the models that I have would not be what one would call collectible. This one kind of is. Kind of is, because you get all this advanced stuff of the time in a very compact package. And it's built to the same spec as the 2597. So it's got the nice metal casing. This is plastic around this, but it's got that metal thing. If you have a 2597, you know what I'm talking about. And it's got some weight to it, so it feels sturdy. This was at a time when you bought a Garmin and an advanced model, you really, yeah, it felt solid. And this one, even though it's small, totally feels solid. Because before that, when it came to the glass screen models like the 3790, 3490, and I think the 34, it was either the 30, I don't remember off the top of my head. The 37 or the 34, it had glass screen and all this advanced stuff or whatever, but it was really thin, but that was kind of its selling point. I've thought about getting one of those, and I'm like, no, because it's got that really ultra proprietary charge block that likes to not work after getting older. So it's like, but this one, it's got the standard mini USB. And yes, this is one of the models where you can plug it in with a USB power cord that I talk about. Yes, it will receive traffic. I showed that a little while ago. Oh yeah, there is a lot to like about the 2497. Absolutely best suited in a smaller car, like a subcompact. This would be totally out of place in a modern large SUV. Absolutely. It would be so far back against the glass you couldn't even read the screen. Just too much distance. That's why people like 6 and 7 and 8-inch screens, because you can read it from a distance. This one, however, obviously meant for smaller cars. Oh, and like the 2597, I might as well show this too. You can manually go to portrait mode. Oh yeah. Ooh. Oh, I forgot about that. I accidentally turned that on. I gotta show that. That's another thing about this. Let me get the volume back on. Voice command.
Say a command.
Exit. So not only do you get all the stuff I mentioned, but you do get the voice control as well. It is all in this neat, tidy little package. But again, I think it was too expensive for people to justify, especially when you could get the 2597 with the 5-inch right beside it. If you do happen to see one of these in the wild, on Goodwill, on eBay, wherever that you are, if you are a collector of these things, again, this one is unobtainium extreme. It really is. So if you see one, hey, pick it up.